All right, so this example is very similar to the one above, except now we're working in radians for one thing, because we're asked for um, t values between 0 and pi over 2. So that would indicate radians. And so the equation here is, if I rearrange this a little bit, just divide both sides by 2, I get sine of t is equal to the square root 3 over 2. Now that's one we should know. Now I tend to like to draw my little, just to make sure. I'm a very forgetful person, so I always want to double check that I really am thinking correctly. So I want the sine value of square root 3 over 2, right? And I know that it's either 30 or 60, and I always have to check myself. So so the sine value is the y coordinate, right? So this distance here is going to be square root 3 over 2. This one is 1/2, right? And that corresponds to a 60-degree angle, or in this case, pi over 3, because we're dealing in radians. Okay. Now, now I want all of the angles between 0 and 2 pi that have that sine value. Okay, so I know that one of those sine values is going to be t equals 60 degrees. Actually, I'm going to make it pi over 3, right? Because it's I want radians. What is the other value? Now again, it's a positive sine value, and so the other one is going to be straight across here, right? It's going to have the same y value, so it's going to be this point over here in the second quadrant, right? That's going to have the same sine value. All right. Now we know the reference angle has to be pi over 3, right? So this angle over here has the same reference angle, pi over 3, only it's in the second quadrant, right? So essentially we're going to have pi minus pi over 3, right? So that's 3 pi over 3 minus pi over 3, which gives us 2 pi over 3. Okay, so those are the two angles, pi over 3 and 2 pi over 3. Right? Any of the other angles that have that same reference angle of pi over 3 are going to have a negative sine value, but we know this is positive, so that's it. That's all the angles. All right, I'll meet you in the next video.